All types of carbon compounds, whether straight chain, branched chain, or cyclic, can be saturated or unsaturated. This is explained by various examples of hydrocarbons. So we have seen that we can have a straight chain of carbon atoms, we can have a branched chain, and the carbon atoms can be even linked to one another so as to form a cyclic structure. Now we can find both types of examples in them, that is saturated as well as unsaturated. Saturated hydrocarbons, we know that they are linked by single bond. We find carbon-carbon single bond. Whereas in unsaturated hydrocarbons, there are at least two carbon atoms which are linked by double bond or triple bond. So let us see some examples. Straight chain hydrocarbons, saturated. Example is propane. The formula for propane is C3H8. Since it's a straight chain, we will show three carbon atoms in one straight line, the carbon skeleton, and then we will show the hydrogen atoms attached to the carbon atoms, again with single bond, and the tetravalency of carbon is satisfied. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. Example is propene and propyne. So double and single bond both we have shown here. Propene formula is C3H6. Show the three carbon atoms in one straight line, but now there will be a double bond. Double bond has been shown here, and then the 6 hydrogen have to be distributed as per the requirement of each carbon atom. Here we have one more example. Propyne formula is C3H4. Again the 3 carbon in one straight line because they are all straight chain. Between two carbon atoms you will show a triple bond. It is shown over here, and 4 hydrogen atoms need to be distributed to satisfy the tetravalency of each carbon atom. So this is for straight chain in saturated as well as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Now here we get to compare the formulas of all the three, that is propane, propene and propyne. This is an alkane, this is alkene, and this is alkyne. You find that each of them have the same number of carbon atoms, that is 3. If you see the number of hydrogen atoms, you find that in propane it is H8, here it is H6, and here it is H4. So if you find that propene has 2 hydrogen less as compared to propane, whereas propyne has 4 hydrogen less as compared to propane. So this is found for any other alkane, alkene and alkyne. Coming to the next one, branched chain hydrocarbons. Example is of isobutane, saturated hydrocarbon. C4H10 is the formula. 3 carbon will be shown in one straight line, and there is a branching which has occurred on the second carbon atom, and here is the 4th carbon you can see, and the hydrogen have been shown attached to the carbon atom so as to satisfy the tetravalency. So since one carbon atom is attached to carbon atom number 2, it is going to be iso structure, and total number of carbon you can see that there are 4, and hence it's a structure for isobutane. Next is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Example, isobutylene. This is also called as isobutene. Formula is C4H8. Again you find that it has 2 hydrogen less as compared to the alkane. Here we find 3 carbon in one straight line, and branching has occurred here, again at carbon atom number 2. But now you will find a double bond. Total number of carbon atoms is 4. Hence it's a derivative of butane. But because there is a double bond, it is going to be called as butene or butylene. And because you find that the one of the carbon atom is attached to carbon atom number 2, it will be isobutene or isobutylene. Coming to cyclic hydrocarbons, those which are saturated means they will have single bond between carbon atoms. Example is cyclohexane. Formula is C6H12. So they have been arranged in this hexagonal manner. All the carbon atoms linked by single bond, and to each carbon we can find 2 hydrogen which are attached. So this is the structure for cyclohexane, but it is saturated, that is only single bond is present. Another example is cyclopentane. So again this is a cyclic closed ring structure. You find that a pentagon has been formed, 5 carbon atoms have been arranged, and again we find that to each carbon 2 hydrogen atoms are attached. So it becomes C5H10. Next is cyclohexene. Cyclohexene has formula C6H10, and again the 6 carbon atoms have been arranged, but here you find that between 2 carbon atoms there is a double bond. So here you find that this carbon is attached to only 1 hydrogen, whereas here also this carbon is attached to only 1 hydrogen. So this is 1 carbon atom, and here it's forming 1 bond here, so 2 electrons, another 2 coming from here, that is 4, and here it is forming double bond, so it is getting 4 from here, so 8, hence only 1 hydrogen. Same is the case with this carbon also, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 electrons. Remaining, if you see, the carbon atoms are linked by single bond and 2 hydrogen atoms are attached. Another most important structure is of benzene, that is C6H6. Here you find the 6 carbon atoms have been arranged in hexagonal manner, and you can see alternate double and single bond. So this is the structural formula of benzene, that is a cyclic unsaturated hydrocarbon, and there are 3 alternate double bonds in the 6-membered ring structure of benzene. So you can see that the double bond, then there is a single bond, then double, single, double and single. So alternate double bonds are present in benzene. So these structures you have to practice, and they may be asked in the exam for you to draw.